box of the technical trader at techtrader.com. It's Monday, July the 10th. These are the charts for the day, and it was a great day for small and medium cap type stocks. The market itself did fine, but we, more importantly, had a long list of stocks today that really did well. Let's take a look at a few of them. AAOI, what a tremendous run this has had since it was $1.75 at the end of May. Today reaching $8.63, closing just a few cents off the high of 0.41, and almost 20% gain, a volume of almost 5 million. A little bit longer than two, perhaps. I think we can extend to 10-11 before this thing comes down in a wave 4 consolidation. 1, 2, 3. Up next is ATEC. As you can see, a long rising channel, and we put a swing on it when it broke out, popped up and retested. Now, big day today, up $1.23 or 7.15%. Line was 2.5 million. Looks to me like a stock is headed for low 20s. AUR swing working well with today's pop jumping another 36 cents or almost 13%. A volume of 10.5 million. Looks like a stock that might be headed 3 3/4 to 4 zone up there. CLSK broke out across multiple tops. We went long in 5 1/4 or half area. It's now 636, and I'm looking for 7 and 8. Carvana, another monster day. 492, a 17% gain. 49 million shares traded. Wave 5 is underway as this looks like a breakaway gap in a 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth wave target 44.5. Dkng, another breakout swing of ours. This one jumped 225, 8.5%, trading 16 million shares. Now headed for what looks like 30, 31, and then maybe 34. ENVX, also a swing, acting great. Engulfing reversal day, looks like 21-2 coming up. FNGR, now up for 6 days in a row, after pulling back for 3. The rising channel remains intact. Looking like that might be the angle. If that's the case, this could be headed for a run into the 7-8 zone. Powerful pattern. Talk about explosive days. How about GDTC, which went from 313 to 989, tripling on positive news, mostly after hours. Right there, what a move. Right at the close, stock was 349. And an hour and 12 minutes later, the stock was trading almost 10, a triple. A 5-wave advance. This one's a 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth of a fifth right there. And now that. Nevertheless, a day like that, on that kind of volume, for that stock, a major breakaway day. But it did pull back to 633, so keep an eye on it tomorrow. GREE coming down across a long declining tops line. This is a reverse split, by the way. B bottom, right hand extension, breakaway move. I got a target of 7 3/4, and then way up there in the 12-13 range. GRRR, another tremendous follow-through day, 466 to 698. Pull back a point, but finish up 118 at 25% anyway. 65 million, excuse me. Into the gap now, looking for 8.5. HIVE is on the run. 10 days in a row, the stock has been up, and 15 out of 16. Huge move across the double top, and extending. I have a target of 7.5. JMIA broke out of its base today. Now I have a target about 5, 5.5. We can get a follow through. Today up 12 3/4%. LFMD, big engulfing reversal. We're coming down to 370. It spiked at 545. Again, mostly after hours. No, that's not true. Well, most of it was earlier in the day, and then after hours, a little bit of a pop, but it looks like it might be halted. Anyway, very bullish day. MOB, talking about bullish, jumping 90%, 92 million shares traded. No, that's not correct either. I'm looking at 2 different numbers. According to this, 115 million shares. And it moves from 157 to 340, finished 285. Still a very strong move. and the next target would be about 3 3/4 to 4. MRKR continues to advance ever since it broke out of the flag here. Spike up across resistance, now looking for 6.5. NBTX exploded out of its wedge with a huge move. Unfortunately, it opened at 8, but finished at 650. Nevertheless, it was still up about 32 or about 25%. We'll see if there's a follow through on this one. Keep an eye on it. NVAX, a huge contract from Canada, went vertical, 713 to 990, finished 944 up to 21. 30% gain, 28.3 million shares. Long-term declining top sign, the base may be being broken out of. I would look for a test of the May high, which gets us up to about 11, 11.25. PERI breaking back out again. Recently had a breakaway gap. It broke out across the double top. Now looking for a test of 38.5, followed by 42. PLTR breaking out of a wedge. Might take a run at 17. If we get through that, 19.5 and 22 might be targets. RIOT, strong pop, a strong surge of late. Now may be headed for 19 3/4, 20, 22 zone. RIVN, what a great swing that turned out to be after breaking the base. It just surged. It went from 16.5 to 26.5, 10 points. Now up 9 days in a row and extremely overdone short term at resistance. Stay careful with that one. RMTI broke a little wedge after breaking out and retesting, snapping back 95 cents or 18.5%. Target now 7, 7.5. SDIG with a monster move of late, 3 3/4 to over 9 in just a week. There is momentum. 11, 12 zone could be had, but it's a little dangerous here. SIEN breaks out across the double top. It's accelerating. We reached all the way up to almost 5, finished 444, up 87 cents, 24%. Mine was solid, and your next target would have to be a gap fill right there at about 6. SYM, fantastic chart. A long 1, 2, 3, 4 to break out of the wedge today. Looking for a retest of 53.4 and then 65.8. TMC has been phenomenal with a long 1, 2, 3. Into the zone of resistance here, it may need to consolidate or retest, but a fantastic move taking it from 65 cents to 320 or about 5-fold. Upstart, backing up for a day or two, consolidate, breaks through a double top. Now looking for a run to 50, 52. Actually, mid-range would be about 45 and then 52. WBX broke out of a base. It spiked up from 403 to 530. Finished 520 up 114. A huge percentage move. But you can see a lot of these stocks have had low price stocks have had big percentage gains. And finally, Weight Watchers continue to extend after breaking out of a falling wedge at around 6 1/4. Today reaching 894. My target is 10 and 11.5. And that's a look at some of the very hot stocks. TechTrader.com. Good night, everybody. Let's make some money tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.